Welcome back to Live Amazing. Today I want to talk to you about scale weight versus body fat ratio. And that's not new. Everybody's talking about it. You know, you have to have a caloric deficit to lose body fat or lose fat and blah, blah, blah. Cut your calories down, increase your exercise. Stop. Just stop. Everybody talks like that, is parroting and repeating something else somebody said. It all comes down to diet and be hungry and sacrifice. That's not healthy, it's not fun, and it doesn't work, because ultimately you'll slingshot right back up. The way to do it is with balanced fueling. First of all, fueling your body correctly and efficiently is the baseline of optimal health. Now, within those parameters, you have an ability to adjust it. If you want to adjust so that your body fat ratio goes down, or if you're not having enough energy, your body fat's going down, but you can't lift, you're losing energy, you go back up, you adjust it. So, keeping in mind, you don't cut calories down for the sake of calories. Your protein needs to stay intact. That's governed by your lean, healthy body weight. If you're 120 pounds, you're going to need 120 grams of protein a day divided over 3 to 5 meals of the best sources possible. Doesn't matter how big you are, if you're 150, 250, 200 pounds, whatever it is, that's going to be true. So that's your baseline for protein. Now you govern your carbohydrates to that by a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're eating 150 grams of protein, you eat 150 carbs. That's 1-to-1 ratio divided over 5 meals, 3 to 5 meals. Now, after you do that for a while, you know how you're feeling, you're exercising, whatever exercise level you want. At that level, if you find that you're losing body fat, but you're losing strength, you don't have any energy, you need more carbs. So go ahead and add a little bit more carbs. Go to a 1 to 1.5 ratio of carbs to protein. If you're still holding body fat and you'd like to be leaner, you'd like to see those gains that you're making in the gym, because frankly, they're going to be small. So getting gains that you got packed underneath all that insulation is pretty disheartening. Some of us want to see it. It also makes us healthier. It isn't vanity, it's healthy. It's healthier to keep your car waxed than not. If you don't wax it, it'll rust. You wax it, it looks great. It's not vanity, it's just good health. So adjust your carbohydrates. You know, you bring them down. If 1-to-1 you're still hanging on, drop it to a 1.75. So just reduce a little bit. You'll know what's going on, but you've got to keep the protein intact, because as soon as the protein drops, the body will cannibalize itself. It never goes without eating. It will eat what it needs, and it'll take it from you if you don't give it to it. Once the body cannibalizes itself and starts eating its own lean muscle for protein, it stops burning body fat. So you just start starving to death. And whew, that is not where we're going with this. What we want to feel is that metabolism coming up, burning body fat for energy, giving you that sensation of hunger, but it really isn't. It's elevated metabolism because your energy doesn't drop while you're feeling that. It's similar to starving, only you have energy and you feel good as opposed to not. So adjusting that will take care of that and give you the power to be in control of your body fat ratio. Another thing that's very helpful to think about is when you are dropping your carbs, you're dropping your calories. So let's say you drop 100 carbs. That's 400 calories. Well, fat is 9 calories per gram of fat. So when you drop, if that body needs more energy, which is what we want, it's going to reach in, it's going to take it out of body fat at 9 calories per gram of body fat. So it's going to replace that 200 to 400 calories itself over here. What that means to you is you're not going to feel bad. Psychologically, you know, oh, I only ate a little bit of rice, there's not as much stuff in my stomach. But if you're really honest with yourself, you don't feel bad because your protein is still intact. You ate enough protein, 3 to 5 meals a day. You're eating some carbs, and your body's supplementing that with body fat. So the truth is your stomach's smaller, you're not as full, you're not as satiated, and psychologically you may be addicted to a full belly. But that goes away quickly. Have another glass of water or whatever. But you're not out of energy. You won't be tired and sluggish. You find that your body is putting that energy in there and burning body fat. You won't see anything for 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, it's just going to start shrinking. And you felt good the whole time. So this is how it works. This is how you work with what they call a caloric deficit. But you don't get rid of calories for the sake of getting rid of calories. You have to understand how you've adjusted your food. And it will end up being slightly less calories per day that are replaced by your body's taking of body fat. So it's really not cutting it down, it's just getting it from the source, and you're the source. But you do not want your body taking protein from you, because that avoids the whole situation and you start to compromise your health. Dropping your body fat ratio and increasing your health is the goal. A body fat ratio of 10 to 18% is absolutely healthy. 18 if you're a woman. If you're a guy and you're 18%, you're fat. Sorry guys, but that's just the way it is. So take that information, go forward, don't mess around. There's plenty of videos on my website, liveamazingnow.com, specifically the cooking videos. I help you to understand how to work with balanced fueling, use your sources in a creative way that's easy for you to work with and feed your family and yourself. The books are there, of course, and if you haven't read the books, take the time to do it, because it's so much easier to do this when the knowledge is in your head, and it's not difficult, but it's not negotiable any more than what I just told you about body fat ratio, scale weight, and so on. It's a fact. You don't have to do it, but this is the way it works. So I recommend we all take control and let's start living amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it.